Welcome back. Well, you like my new attire? Fuck your gun free zone. Alright, well today's Wednesday and posted on Facebook maybe about a week and a half ago that I had won a charade knife from their actual YouTube page. Came in today. This is the SCHF38. There you go. It's a knife you can get on, I think, Blade HQ for right at $30. It's a fixed blade. Comes in a ballistic nylon sheath. Got a leg tie, or you can wrap it around your penis to hold it up. I'm not going to pull everything out because it's kind of a bitch to put back in. But you get a striker and a ferro rod and then a diamond stone, sharpening stone as well. I don't intend, I may do an unboxing. But I went ahead and left all the stuff that came on it, just left it on there. Yeah, it might be a little dark for you. Let's see here. It's a little too bright. Yeah, there we go. It's powder coated. It's a thick damn blade. Look at that. It's got a decent edge for how thick it is. Don't expect to shave your sack or something like that. It's full tang. It's got a good jimping on the front and the back. The jimping's on the front pretty sharp, so if you're planning on doing some batoning, might be smart to take that into account and possibly grind it down a little bit. But like I said, it's good and sharp. Be a good, I wouldn't say a survival knife, but it'd be a good all-around camp knife. Just if you're planning to go walk in the woods, take it with you. If you're, manhandle some limbs and make some fire, definitely be a good knife for that. I'm not much of a fixed blade kind of person. The only thing I have that's a fixed blade is a SOG machete I've had for a couple of years. Haven't done shit with it. It's just sitting in my gun safe. Get this out of the way here. And I got 3 beers in the box, and let's start out with something I haven't had. Sam Adams Oktoberfest. This is their 2015. I've noticed that I've moved the camera back. Everything's kind of darker, so I guess we'll just make do. Starting to get cold here in Oklahoma. It's not as cold as it was yesterday, but it's definitely creeping around the 50s. Once again, I don't care to show you the bottle cap. It's orange. Enjoy before January 2015. Wish you assholes would put a would put a brewed on date or a canned on date. If you want to read the neck, Google it. Get a little flavor out of it, just in case there is some sediment. Some of you people are new. You've probably never heard the story about a next door neighbor threatening to kill me a while back. Well, they since moved out, and some new people had moved in. Them assholes weren't even there 5-6 months. They're already out of there, and damn, I mean, the people who lived there before, damn, it took electricians and carpenters and laying new carpet and putting new windows, and damn, they did everything to that place. I guess they just really jacked it up. All these people have been gone for 3 weeks, and at least 3 or 4 times a week there's somebody over there working on that house. I don't know if it's government assistance housing and these pieces of shit people just move in there, or what. You're getting a good carbonation, it's pretty clear. It's like a cola color, little lighter, like a diet cola that's been sitting in some ice for a little bit. You're getting sweet grains and malt. So maybe if this had an alcohol on it, more than likely it did. 5.3. Well, there you go. Let's get into it. Yeah, actually not too bad. Doesn't hold a candle to that coupe. And their coupe Oktoberfest is amazing. Running the Halloween theme, the zombie monkey. If you watch E-Boney's videos, if you look very carefully, he's got a can of the zombie monkey sitting back on his shelf. It's a really good porter. All right. First off, it's really kind of muted, and then the flavors progressively get a little more intense for a Sam Adams. You get the breadiness, a little sweet. It's got the bitterness, but not really the dryness, and it kind of stays on your tongue a little bit. And that sweetness washes away fairly quickly, by the way. It's a little light for me, and it kind of does have that kind of cheap lager kind of flavor to it. I mean, it's a good drinker, but you know, like I said in one of the more recent Sam Adams videos, you're paying Sam Adams' price. I'd expect to see a little better quality. I'm not knocking the flavor, just the price, but overall, I mean, it's pretty good. Like I said, it does taste, you know, like they use a lot of cheaper grains, or they could have had a little more bitterness to it. It does have a nice bready flavor though. And it's really not very caramely. I mean, for the sweetness, it kind of tastes like they just added some sugar to it. I definitely recommend it though if you do see it in singles, or I mean, hell, I'd go ahead and just buy a 6-pack just to, you know, have your own perception of it. Yesterday, which will be, you know, 4 or 5 days from now before you actually see this video, E-Boney uploaded his ghetto gun giveaway. It's a bare bones AR-15. It's got the carry handle, got the front sight post, which honestly, if I'm going to get a rifle that has a front sight post, an AR, I'd go ahead and keep it with the irons. You got to put a scope on it, it's going to get in the way. You got to put a red dot on it, it might not be lined. Anyway, really nice rifle though, actually, for what it is. I do like the look of the upper. Doesn't have a dust cover or a forward assist, which I think I've only used a forward assist maybe a couple of times when I had my AR pistol. I was, having issues with the bolt actually locking the lugs. Hit that forward assist a couple times and it'd go in pretty well. But I mean, nowadays with everything being mil spec, you don't have to worry about people milling, their own spec. Everything's on the same specifications. And High Point 380. He said it's Wednesday, November something that it's over. You just go watch this video. I'll put the link below. More than likely, well, maybe not. Maybe around this time this video is out, maybe before or after, depending on when Halloween is, I'll have a support video out for it. And I got a very special friend that nobody knows. You don't know who this person is. He's a buddy of mine I work with. He doesn't have any guns. He recently moved out of his parents' house. Him and his girlfriend don't live but 3 blocks away. I'll get into the details about that later, but I'm going to do a pay it forward kind of thing, and if he wins, awesome. He's a good dude. Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I'll pop this sucker an 8. It's actually not too bad. Like I said, with all the Sam Adams, it's the price that really brings it down. But it's a good beer. There you go. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, awesome. You want to suck my nuts? Awesome. Ed, you're a creep. Awesome. We'll be seeing you.